When you're low and your knees can't rise, you feel helpless and you're looking to the sky. Some people would say to accept defeat. Well, if this is fate, then we'll find a way to cheat. 'Cause we'll say a little prayer. But if the answer isn't fair, you know you can call on me when you need somebody. You can call on me when you can't stop the tears from falling down. From falling down. When you're weary and the road is dark, and I'll guide you with the beating of my heart. And if the cowray and the help don't come, well then we'll find a way to dodge a smoking gun. And so we'll say a little prayer. But if the answer isn't fair, then call on me. When you need somebody, call on me. When you can't stop the tears from falling down. You can't stop the tears from falling down. I would give it
All right, I think we're ready to kick things off for commencement. I'm going to hand it over to Ariel.
Thank you, Rosie. Are we live? We are live. Well, I'm just so excited to be here. I was telling the students earlier what an awesome moment this is. And I'm just really pleased to get started. And maybe I'll share a little bit about what we'll do in this session and then dive right in. So guests, if students, if you want to share with your guests where we're going to be at a YouTube live stream, which Rosie or Anna can put in the chat. We invite you to tell your friends and family, if they're not already there, to join us there. I'll offer some words of welcome and invite us to get started. And then I'll introduce our Dean, Sally Bachman, and our student speakers. I'm really excited that Rosie will introduce them, Taylor, Kate, and Amy. And then we'll present the class of 2021, and our teaching fellows will present our students and congratulate them on all of their work. So if you're joining as a guest of either a family member, a friend, a colleague, a loved one of one of our students, I want to say an enormous and hearty welcome to you. I am just so glad that you're here and so glad to be here. Maybe I'll share a little bit of our students' accomplishments because you might not know. Well, I don't know how many hours of work they spent on Canvas. Students, you have put in so much time on core classes, electives, assignments, frameworks. We can't even remember all of the frameworks and concepts that we studied. It's been a real treat to see all of your hard work, the fruits of your hard work. I've participated in, and the rest of the teaching staff have participated and seen you in more than 160 jam out sessions that you've attended and really brought your social impact challenges and really grappled with how to apply what you were learning to your real social impact work. And I really appreciate that. You've submitted collectively more than 6,000 assignments. That is a lot of work, a lot of really intentional thought and action has gone into your social impact work. By submitting your assignments, you've also been working on your initiatives and investing in your communities, which is not only amazing, it's also incredibly commendable and worth our thanks and our gratitude. Because those are really investments in your communities and improving the world. I also want to acknowledge there were more than 30 late capstone assignments. So many of you grappled with how to actually do this work. Not all of our work is on time. Our work happens alongside life, the rest of life, our family obligations, an enormously challenging climate, both political and environmentally, and a lot of other work that you have going on professionally to put food on your table and to meet your other responsibilities. And so we celebrate all of our work, even if it wasn't exactly the level of perfection that we hoped and the time that we hoped. We as a CSAS team are incredibly proud of all that you've done, and I hope and expect that so many of you are able to share. And I know that you've sent some of you have sent us notes about being able to serve more beneficiaries, improving your service quality, having a more inclusive, responsive decision-making process. and more confidence to try out new interventions and be better equipped to have controlled failures, so that you really learn what you need to learn about your environment, about your community, about your intervention, and about your organization, so that really improves in service of healthier, more stable organizations and healthier, more thriving communities, which is what we're here for. So those are really enormous accomplishments. You've put in an enormous amount of time and work, and I'm so glad and proud. So I want to really thank you, students, for that. And I also want to thank our amazing teaching team, Rosie and Anna, who you'll see here today. Rosie Clark Parsons has really been leading the ship of this program, as well alongside with our colleagues who actually aren't with us, who've already moved on to greener pastures. Vaughn and Allison, this cohort worked, your time together coincided almost exactly with their time with the Center for Social Impact Strategy. Both have gone on to amazing jobs. And I'm thrilled to pass on their congratulations and also pass on my gratitude and the gratitude of my team for their hard work and helping you get across the finish line. I want to thank our faculty director, Peter Frumpkin, for building this ship, and Adam, our finance director, and our who runs our master's program, for helping too. And then finally, but not least, our teaching fellows. You've put in so much effort to make sure that this class really not only gets across the finish line, which is hard enough, but learns all of the things that they are hoping to learn in order to serve their communities, which is a huge investment. Thank you, teaching fellows, for the investment that you put in our students, which is really an investment in making the world a better place. So I really appreciate that. If I offer any advice to our students, if you recall at orientation time, I admonished you to dream big, but pay attention to some sort of metrics of your progress to help those big dreams, and progress assessments on a micro level will help get you out of bed in the morning, direct your work to something productive, and really help you stay on track towards achieving big goals that might take 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, a generation. Some of you are really doing transformational work. So finding a North Star that really helps guide your way is really helpful. Keeping your eyes open for all of the resources and assets that exist in your communities, the knowledge that exists in and among the people that you work with and work for, really will help you maintain the learningful attitude that I know that brought you here, and I hope will continue to serve you well as you continue to be lifelong learners about yourself, about your organizations, about the communities that you care about, and the changing conditions of our world, and will help you continually improve and work to really deepen your impact and deepen your print on this world. So that's some advice, and also some more gratitude for all that you're doing. Finally, I want to offer you a huge congratulations. The learning didn't begin when you joined us at the University of Pennsylvania, and it certainly won't end when you leave here and finish this program. But you have marked an enormous amount of work, and this moment marks a milestone that I think is really important and just demands enormous kudos. I commend you incredibly for all of that you've done. The last thing that I want to do is introduce our dean. I'm thrilled to do that. Sally Bachman is a PhD. She is the Dean of our School of Social Policy and Practice. We call that SP2 here at the University of Pennsylvania, where she leads the school community in its passionate pursuit of social justice. Under her direction, SP2 offers top-ranked degree programs, certificates like ours, and dual degrees anchored by rigorous academics and really world-class faculty. SP2's transformative approach, which is grounded in impactful research, scholarship, and community engagement, fosters the development of social change agents like yourselves. And I'm incredibly proud to share her message with you. Thanks, Rosie.
Hi, I'm Sally Bachman, Dean of the School of Social Policy and Practice at the University of Pennsylvania. Congratulations on completing the executive program in Social Impact Strategy. You have spent 8 months learning skills and knowledge that you will take with you out into the world to truly make a difference in nonprofit leadership and social impact strategy. I wish you all the best and can't wait to hear about your accomplishments. Congratulations.
So now we're going to share a message of congratulations from the CSIS team. As Ariel alluded to, our team is bigger than the folks you tend to interface most with in this program, but we all play a role in making this program happen, and we're always really excited to hear about the work you do with the tools taught in this program. In just one moment, I'm going to pull up a message from our team. Okay. Technical issues, sorry. There it is. Okay, great. Ready?
Hello, my name is Shamichael Hallman, and I will be reading to you the names of the 2021 cohort
Sorry.
who are a part of housing equity.
I'm gonna just ready for that. One more congratulations message and then we'll get there. Okay.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You've completed all the requirements in the program on social impact strategy at the University of Pennsylvania, and now all that's left is for you to take the tools, frameworks, and ideas you've mastered and apply them to do your work more effectively. We can't wait to see the results you're going to achieve, and we welcome you back to Penn anytime you're in the Philadelphia area. Please stay in touch, continue your good work, and we can't wait to see what lies next. Take chances, be bold, be creative, but most important of all, find ways to make real social impact. Thanks and congratulations again.
Dear students, first thing I want to say to you is congratulations, huge kudos. You've put in an enormous amount of hard work. I know the journey isn't over. I know that you might want to spend more time on your logic models and your risk analyses, and that you might have a lot of goals that you're still trying to accomplish for your organizations and your learning. So the journey is not over, but I encourage you to mark this milestone with pride. I also want to say thanks to you. You've put in a huge investment in yourself, an investment in your community. And I think that's enormously commendable and a huge contribution to society that I really, really appreciate. I want to remind you some of the lessons that I think are really important as we continue along our social impact journeys. First is to pay attention to the opportunities that are available to you. You know, the world is full of problems, the world is changing and the problems are changing, but there's assets among those problems that are really resources that I hope that you make use of along the way, pay attention to, and keep your eyes on. Second is maintaining a big vision. That's a dreamy goal, and making sure that we have a great imagination for our future, but also keeping track of our progress and assessing metrics to know where we are along our journey towards a dreamy vision for the future. And then finally, keeping up with your learning. I think you've already demonstrated that you're lifelong learners. I encourage you to keep track, keep learning about yourself and your organizations, all of the people in your orbit, all of your clients, beneficiaries, team. We're all teachers and healers, and good ideas can really come from anywhere. I hope that you'll keep your eyes open and your ears open, listen well, and learn a lot. Just keep on this work. It's very important, very meaningful. You're all, world changers, and I appreciate that. Congratulations.
Congratulations on completing the executive program. That is a huge accomplishment. You should be so proud of all the work you've put into this. Any advice for you moving forward would just be, don't forget that this is a global network. You have cheerleaders, collaborators, friends, supporters now worldwide with the tools and expertise to support you, and vice versa, you them. So show up for each other and lean on each other.
Congratulations, Social Impact Strategy Class of 2021. You did it. You made it. I'm proud of all you've accomplished, and know that what you've learned in the program will serve you in creating even greater impact in your communities and around the world. This was not an easy year by any means, but I hope you learned a lot, created some great friendships, built a network, and are inspired to keep doing the work that needs to be done now more than ever. Congratulations.
Congratulations to the 2021 cohort of the Executive Program and Social Impact Strategy. I am so proud of all of the work you've invested in this program over the past 8 months. It has not been an easy time to be enrolled in any sort of education or professional development program, but you committed to it, you leaned into it, and you did incredible work along the way. I have been honored to be a part of your program journey. This will always be my first cohort that I got to see move through the program from start to finish. It has been an incredible experience learning alongside you, getting to hear about the incredible work you do out in the world. And I really sincerely hope that you will stay in touch with the program and with the center. We are here for you as you move on to the next stage in your adventure. You are CSIS community members for life. So please don't be a stranger. Please stay in touch. And congratulations again.
So with that, we're really excited to get to pass the mic to some student representatives from this cohort. These students were nominated to speak on behalf of the cohort at our program closing. And their nomination, in my book at least, is a great signifier of the role they played in building this cohort community and energizing this cohort community, motivating students to gather together in moments that might have felt a little bit like a lull in the program, or moments that might have felt particularly challenging. We are grateful for their contributions to the program, and especially grateful for them taking the time to share some short words of wisdom with us today. So the first student we'll be hearing from is Taylor Nickel. Taylor is a licensed social worker with a background in anti-hunger advocacy and school social work. And Taylor is responsible for directing implementation and execution of Colorado State University Extension diversity strategies in Arapahoe County. So Taylor, I will pass the mic to you.
Thank you, Rosie. I'm Taylor. I'm in Denver, Colorado, and actually a lot's changed since that bio and even since the picture you showed. Whenever I first applied to this program, I was 7 or 8 months pregnant, and now in a few days I'll have a 1-year-old. And so, you know, beyond COVID, like life has been really wild, and being in this program and having this consistency and this sort of grounded centeredness is something I really cherish and very grateful for. And so I'm grateful for the CSIS team. I'm grateful for the content and the time and the energy, and really just trying everything possible to make such a creative, engaging, positive atmosphere in this mode of Zoom in a pandemic over 2 years of digital interfacing. And it's really because of this program and this cohort and the networking and the conversations that I actually quit that job that you referenced. And I started my own organization specifically due to the energy and motivation of the CSIS program. And so now I've launched the Civic Innovation Lab, and I'm connecting civic leaders in our communities with social and financial capital to activate civic innovation. And it's something I've been really passionate about. And it's really because of this experience that I really grew the confidence and the relationship, my own social capital to really feel encouraged and pushed to do that. And so I just really want to offer and share and I guess give my gratitude for this cohort, the relationships I've made across the world, and really the network I've grown, and the just, you know, experience y'all shared with me, the knowledge and the affirmations and the learning that you've all shared with me is something I'm very grateful for. And I'm also very grateful for every one of you committing to doing this important, not only self-work, but communal work. And so thank you for just really having hope that our world can be positive for more people and for more groups, and we can reimagine and redesign together. So it gives me a lot of hope for the future. And I challenge all of you to stay committed. I know that that's really difficult, especially now, but even, you know, when so much is happening in our world and in our communities and in our families. And so I hope that a year from now we reconvene and we get back to each other, and we can really share the progress we've made in our individual goals and really just in our communal positive hopes and dreams. So thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you for this nomination. And more than anything, just thank you for the relationships and the friendship and the experience being together.
Thank you, Taylor, for sharing that, and congratulations on a number of life events, a major career move, and doing it all with a baby, now a toddler. I think that's extremely impressive. We're going to pass the mic now to Kate Lynch, who is the Community Partnerships Coordinator at the Center for Social Concern at Johns Hopkins University. Kate is a social impact professional who first fell in love with the city of Baltimore during her time as an undergrad at Hopkins. She has worked with a variety of Baltimore-based nonprofits focusing on arts and culture, racial justice, and educational equity. So Kate, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Rosie. Congratulations, friends. It's a joy to be back in this virtual space with you, and I'm honored to have a few minutes to express my thanks to you all, to this program, and to our stellar teaching team. I truly am so grateful to be in community with such a brilliant, inspiring, and diverse cohort of changemakers. My experience with this program was everything I could have wanted and more. Like many of you, I think I initially applied to this program because I was looking for help turning my big ideas into action. And indeed, I did get a ton of actionable things out of this program. But more than anything else, I am grateful because I found community and shared purpose within this cohort. You all challenged and inspired me and made me feel like I was growing and moving forward when the rest of the world felt paralyzed by chaos and uncertainty. I imagine a lot of you are very sure about your next steps and got exactly what you intended out of this program. And huge kudos to all of you. I'm not quite as sure what's next for me. I feel like rather than helping me double down on a singular path, this program has instead broken open a whole new realm of possibilities to question and explore. So I humbly want to offer a few final thoughts to those of us who are maybe a little less sure about where we go from here. I think a lot of us are drawn to social impact work because we want to make the world a better place. Indeed, one of CSIS's core values that most speaks to me is believe in a better world. This program has given us all the tools we need to be successful at our chosen ventures. But a critical lesson I have learned from my community is that being successful, making it happen, doesn't automatically translate into making the world better. When I imagine a better world, what comes to mind are principles of equity, justice, and collective liberation. And when I think about how we might get to that better world, I think about critical self-reflection, unlearning and dismantling systems of oppression, celebrating a multiplicity of voices, and cultivating authentic connections. This program has given us incredibly valuable tools, but it's up to us to figure out how best to use them. It's our responsibility to continue interrogating these tools so that we can ensure that they are being used not just to embolden our own successes, but to really achieve sustainable and equitable impact. For me, at this stage of my journey, that means taking a step back from my own ideas and deepening my knowledge of the field and the communities I hope to serve. It means sharing out what I've learned in this amazing program to my network so that these tools might be used to strengthen and uplift work already happening. It means collaborating and building community with other change makers like you all so that we can work collectively towards shared visions of a better world. Thank you for letting me share these reflections, and truly thank you so much for this incredible experience. Please take care of yourselves and each other and go make the world a better place.
Thank you, Kate, for sharing those words with us. Now we are going to turn towards Amy Lisewski. Amy is a professional improviser, an entrepreneur, and speaker based in San Diego. And Anywhere Adventure leads her. As the founder and owner of Finest City Improv, Amy is continually growing San Diego's largest community of improvisers and a training program that has brought more courage and joy to thousands of people. Amy, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. I thought to close this out, we would have a fun little play session. So I've asked Rosie, I sent her about 300 silly putties. Now, if you don't know what silly, I want you all to grab your silly putties. If you don't know what silly putty is, we had this growing up. It's a little red egg, and it's plastic, and you open it up, and there's this squishy plastic in there, and you can stretch it. So we need everybody to grab their silly putty out of there. There's a picture there in case you don't know what it is, but you're going, well, I don't have real silly putty. Well, I'm an improviser. And what we do on stage is we don't have props. So we pretend to have it. So everybody has their little red egg. You can just go ahead and open it and grab that silly putty out. And you can just start to play with it while I tell you a little story. So silly putty's super fun. I loved this stuff when I was little. And I thought about this actually just this morning. So I ran out and got you all silly putty. So this is how this program was. At 7:30 in the morning today, West Coast time, the first question we got as a cohort was, who am I? That's the question we started off with as we were like trying to wake up with our coffees. Ask yourself who you are. And my answer was that I'm silly putty. I'm future oriented. I think, wouldn't it be great if? I think, how might we? So I'm constantly imagining possibilities, and I'm stretching the possibilities, and I'm looking into the future, and I'm playing with those, and I'm being creative. But unfortunately, in the past couple of years, my silly putty has seriously dried up. And so if you know silly putty, what happens if you don't play with it for a while is it starts to get hard, and it starts to not be very flexible. So if you can imagine your silly putty in your hand right now that you haven't played with in a long time, that silly putty it won't stretch anymore. And one of the coolest things you could do with silly putty is you could take a headline of a newspaper or pieces of a newspaper. Do you remember that? And if you press it and you pull it, you can see it gets, you pull the ink up, and then you could stretch out people's faces, and you could stretch out the news. And if you didn't like it, you could smush it and close it, and you could just erase it if you didn't like that headline. And there's a lot of headlines that I didn't like over the past couple of years. You know, my business, my theater, my training center, my school, my community was shut down for 15 months. And I can deal with that. But I think there was more of the watching how many people were isolated, how many people were suffering, how many people were losing their small businesses, especially. And I was feeling, I would wake up every morning and I'd have my coffee like I did this morning, and I wouldn't think, who am I? And have great thoughts. I would think, how are we going to survive? And I would think, how are we going to help these people? And I didn't feel like I could. I would check the news and I'd feel helpless and I'd feel frustrated and sometimes really super annoyed. And my silly putty just got drier and drier, and it wouldn't stretch. And my outlook, which used to be this huge stretchy thing, went from years to weeks to like minutes. I'd feel like I could only plan for the next minute. And then something happened where I started this program because I refused to not have stretchy silly putty in my life. And I would not only see the news, but I'd also get this alert every day from Canvas, the program that we all communicate on. And I would see the messages, and I would see the discussions about from all over the world, from Singapore, from Saudi Arabia, from the UK, from Philadelphia and Boston. And I would see people explaining what they're doing in their communities. And I would see other people encouraging them. And I would see other people adding ideas. And we'd jump on these jams. And my silly putty, it was like mineral oil being put into it. And so you also got your putty. Remember what that felt like? And you started to stretch that putty again. And you started to push down things, and you'd pull up headlines, and you could stretch them out or you could squish them again. And I started playing with my silly putty again. And I started feeling like silly putty again. And now I feel like because of this program, and I don't know if this resonates with you, but I can so much more see my strengths again. And I feel like I have some of my superpower back. And I feel like I know how it matches with the world's greatest needs. And I feel much more focused along with how to use my silly putty. So my outlook, and I hope your outlook from this program, has stretched like the silly putty you were just stretching in your hands. And I thought it would be really fun if I could take one end, and I am going to stretch mine to Sarah because I can see Sarah, and I'm going to stretch mine to yours. And Sarah, I want you to take one piece of mine and stretch it down to somebody else. And I want you to keep stretching it. There's like 300 windows here. So if you could grab it from wherever. Oh, I think I got another piece. Now I've got more. Stretch it, send it the other way. Come on, Rosie, grab that silly putty. Everybody stretch your silly putty. And now we have one giant, giant silly putty. Because if we work at it and connect and work together and think about all those possibilities and the tools we have, we can stretch silly putty all around the world like we're doing right now and use the power of possibility. So thank you so much for letting me be a part of that. And you get to keep that silly putty. It's all yours.
Thank you so much, Amy.
You're welcome.
The planner in me, when you said I sent Rosie 300 silly putties, I was like, I missed that. I love that metaphor though, for thinking through this program. And I think the feeling is mutual for the teaching team as well, that this program gives us a lot of life and a lot of hope and energy in moments where it's difficult to feel optimistic about the world around us. This program gives us perspective, that there's so many people like you out in the world doing their best to use their superpowers to change it for the better. So thank you. Thanks all three of you for representing this cohort and sharing those words with us. I think now we're going to move on to the reading of the names of this cohort, and I'll pass the mic to Ariel.
Thanks, Rosie. Thank you, students. Amy Taylor, Kate. It was wonderful to hear your perspective, and I really appreciate that. That was gorgeous, all of you. So as Rosie said, we are moving to the reading of the names, and this is probably the most formal part of our commencement. I think it's really important. We asked all of your teaching fellows, the teaching team who you interacted with most throughout the program, who looked at your assignments and offered you feedback, who you spoke with in jam outs and really grappled with. I really think, I already sang the praises of our teaching team, and it's worth doing again. These are folks who really spend an enormous amount of care, making sure that you move through the program, and here you are. So we ask them to go slowly, and what we hope that you'll do as we read these names is really reflect on the hard work of each one of these students who really did put in a lot of effort. And so we're going to get started. It looks like we're all queued up, and we'll hear from our first fellow.
Hello, my name is Shamichael Hallman, and I will be reading to you the names of the 2021 cohort who are a part of the Community Development, Housing Equity, and Financial Inclusion PACS group. Aaron Gabriel Oravio. Adam Michael Waston. Adeline Coyo. Alexandria Curtright. Amira Lynn Schaefer. Ashley Mudd. Bianca Campuy. Kristen K. Wheel. Kylie Nassif Blizzard. Lady Olivo. Lisa Raj. Nina Ipuri. Meredith Virginia Bromwell. Moe Nubo. Nadine Rassim. Priya Sharma. Sarika Saluja. Congratulations to the executive class 2021.
I'm Dom Kelly. I want to wish a big congratulations to the class of 2021. Congratulations on this incredible achievement. I will be reading names of students in the Civic Engagement, Social Justice, Diversity, and Inclusion PACS group. Anisha Shetty. Bronwyn Mayer Henry. Constance Page Young. Dana Weisberger. Emma Rose Bachner. Julie Schweigert. Lamont Anthony Wells. Lauren Goldschmidt. Elizabeth Royer. Mark Vincent Pagnanan Torres. Megan Lynn Sparks. Raina Michael Lynn Guy. Robin Camarota. Sarah Elizabeth Johnson. Shanti Raghu. Shireen N. Elamad. Stephen Brian Cabildo Raga. And Tran Tai Han Nguyen. Congratulations, everyone, and best of luck.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lindsay Young, and I will now read the names of the members of the Health, Wellness, and Equity PAC group. Doria Josma. Eden Christine Mock. Emily June Samuel. Frederick Mackenzie Bologna. Jamila Bradshaw. Jenna V. Linewall. Jennifer Lauren Hobson. Jessica White. Leanna Stroster. Madeline R. Pinciero. Regina Kerr Alonzo. Reynaldo Canseco. Ryan Andrew Sutherland. Story Sylvester. Trinidad Allende. Congratulations to each of you, and I wish you much luck and success in the future.
Hello, everyone. My name is Natasha Dyer, and I'll be introducing the Education and Workforce Development PACs. Carolina Arce Chamaca. Cynthia Montgomery. Deepti Bora. Erin Ann Colombo. Gary Lamont Davis. Keaton Hunter. Crystal Holly Vasaya Sales. Lauren Tiger. Mariana Zarate Rulier. Mia Simone Murek. Nazia Calon. Rahul Garg. And Samuel Drazen. Congratulations to you all and welcome to the alumni family.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Rivera Faneri, and I'm a 2017 alumna, and I'm here to congratulate the graduates in the Organizational Development, Corporate Social Responsibility, and Cross-Sector Collaboration PACS Group. Congratulations to Andrew Hung, Bianca Dominique Little, Brian Mattis, Carolina Schneider, Christopher B. Matthew, Gabrielle Brophy, Hannah Pashich, Joshua D. Clark, Catherine Grace Lynch, Lily Haddon Yee, Lori Lee Meisenheimer, Merit Tegle Auerun, Paige Rogers, Rebecca Zavala, Robert Mullerwa, Roseanne Duiker, Brian Howard, Sally Dudley, Stephen W. Vault, Veronica Janice Trong Boyd, Congratulations to everyone. I'm here to congratulate the graduates in the environmental issues, sustainability, food security, and animal welfare PACS group. Congratulations to Aravind Kumar Reddy Kona, Chandni Parekh, Lauren J. Beebe, Marguerite Christine Viola, Michelle Ashley Wu, Nika Lemons, Praveen Paul, Rachel Burgess Paris, Sheila Upham, Veronica Venezia, Victoria Siegel. Congratulations to everyone.
Hi everyone, I am Dr. Kenya Oscar Radoli, and I will be introducing and congratulating this year's Youth and Leadership Development Park. Adriana Marquez, Donald Linwood Curtis Jr., Elisa Sarah Ronick, Virginia Ann Hamilton, Jenna Lincoln, Jennifer Rose Rockwell, Gina Rahimi, Julie Nasisa Stevens, LaVey Vaughn Glenn, Lola Owalabi, Michael Phillips, Ryan Thomas Riley, Taylor Gail Nickel. Congratulations to every one of you. It has been our pleasure engaging with you throughout these 8 to 9 months. Keep shining, keep doing this complex work that makes the world a better place. Let's stay connected.
Congratulations to the Media, Technology, Arts, and Culture PACs. Abby Record, Amy Liseski, Anapriya Saraswet, Brad Flowers, Brian Reevy, Brittany Buongiorno, Brooke Griffin, Holly Lynn Humphrey, Ioli Thamouridis, Jenna Pollock, Elizabeth Ogilvie, Louise Gourmandly, Meredith Baker, Pedro Aguirre, Priyanka Sabarat, Rosie Parkin, Sarah Ragsdale, Sujata Selvakumar, Urvashi Banerjee. Congratulations, foundations, philanthropy, and charity work PACs. Abby Graff, Brian Chan, Danielle Dugo, Elijah Bach, Holly Marie Johnston Jones, Gian Bland, Kathara Green, Lauren Taylor, Pearl Kim, Ramey Bateman, Trey Brooks, Whitney Schufelt.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. You must be so proud of yourself for completing this executive program. It's been a difficult year for all of us. And so what you have been able to achieve in the past 9 months is nothing short of commendable. So I will be presenting to the Gender Equity and Empowerment Group. First off, congratulations to Charity Toos. Congratulations, Francesca Danielle Allison. Congratulations, Giannina Canton. Hadas Jamleel, congratulations. Congratulations to Jessica Schwartzman. Congratulations to Marianne Hildebrand. Congratulations, Marissa Paramita. Congratulations, Michelle Arkuski. Congratulations, Mitul Iyengar. Congratulations, Sarah Cohen. Congratulations, Sarah Hope DiMeo. We are all so proud of all of you who've done a fabulous job over these past 9 months to be able to complete this course, to show up each day for this course, and to be able to build a community of such amazing social impact entrepreneurs. Upwards and onwards, and we wish you all the very best in your future endeavors.
So congratulations, cohort. I think we need to do some spirit fingers or maybe some clapping off mute. This feels like the right thing to do in the moment. We're really extremely proud of your work, all the more so because of the moment that we're in, the difficult times that we know many of you have been coping with while also advancing your social impact goals. You've really blown us away this year, and it's been an honor working with you all. We want to thank your friends and family and guests for joining us for the live stream. In just a moment, I'm going to end our stream and ask that our students stay on the line. We have just a couple more things to do to commemorate this moment as a class, but we are grateful for our guests who joined us over at the live stream.